Se supone que debe estar. Que me gustan estas canciones, ¿eh? La verdad es que sí. Bueno, pues parece que va al directo. Yo creo que sí. Yo creo que sí. Y si no, puedo también. Bueno, pues nada. Vamos a empezar una nueva serie. L.A. Noire. ¿Eh? L.A. Noire. Creo que se pronuncia así. Que va sobre detectives. Básicamente, ¿no? De acción detective. Donde hay mucho que investigar. Lo malo es que está en inglés, ¿no? Tiene que estar pendiente de los diálogos, de los subtítulos. Que me voy a asegurar de que está puesto. Me voy a asegurar. A ver, pantalla, gráficos. Los gráficos están a tope. Está a 60 FPS, ¿vale? Digo, el juego, el gameplay está a 60 FPS. Le he puesto me he bajado unos archivos para que vaya a 60 FPS, porque normalmente viene capado a 30. Es un juego antiguo ya, tendrá como, no sé, ¿de qué año es? Del 2010, creo. A ver, subtítulos, sí, ok. Y nada, claro, tengo que decir que lo jugué hace muchísimo tiempo, pero que no me acuerdo de nada. De lo único que me acuerdo es nada, de las primeras misiones y poco más. Así que vamos a ver. A ver que no cuento. Un juego que está muy bien. Lo único es eso que es un poco lento, por así decirlo, ¿no? Ya que hay mucha investigación y tal. Vamos a ver.
A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile, the car, a symbol of freedom and vitality.
L.A. Noire. Noire. Se pronuncia, creo.
Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, not be overlooked by his neighbors.
Está inspirado en Los Ángeles de los años 40.
A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists.
Y poco me gusta la franja esta de arriba y abajo.
A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers.
Pues gráficamente tampoco te puedes esperar que sean gráficos del 2022, ¿no? Gráficos antiguos. Donde se lleva la palma la expresión facial. Es una maravilla. Y aparte que te va a hacer falta después para las investigaciones y tal, ¿no? Por si miente, por si no miente, cuando le hagas el interrogatorio. Bueno, ya estamos en Los Ángeles.
Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole?
Cole.
I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGPL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective at ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
Creo que nosotros somos Adam, creo.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
A la derecha. Recuerdo que el control del coche era un poco regular, ¿eh? Un poco. Aquí era. El control del coche era un poco... hemos llegado al lugar del homicidio.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway.
Un tiroteo.
We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
Hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
out of
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Parece que tenemos que encontrar una pistola.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
Pues hay que investigar todo, absolutamente lo que haya por aquí. Aquí tenemos una botella. Se oye un repique, dice. Se nota una vibración o aparece el icono de una lupa. Cuando hay objetos cerca puedes examinar. Ajá. Aquí el colega parece que encontró algo. Y a qué botón hay que darle. Vale, aquí. Vale. Y para soltarla será... Vale, la ve.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Phelps. Nosotros somos Phelps, por lo visto. A ver, aquí hay algo. ¿Lo coge? Botellas. Nuestro compañero que tiene prisa, por lo visto. Ya te digo, esto es un juego para tomártelo con calma, ¿sabes? La cerveza, parece que no hay nada. Salte. Y aquí... A ver. Selecciona el objeto. Los periódicos ofrecen información previa sobre hechos que pueden, no sé qué, pulsar para ver la noticia que trae el titular.
Dr. Fontaine.
Dr.
Could I
Fontaine.
have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount of honor.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon. Or Courtney Sheldon.
Sheldon.
I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, treat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again. Combination of therapy and drug treatment.
Parece que psicólogo.
Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Chef.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine is so far away. It's like he's wandering.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doc.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, or your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Bueno. Vale, no sé a qué viene, ¿no? Esta es... Perdido, recogido, 1 de 13. A ver, el amigo, el colega, está allí. Pero claro, tengo que investigar por aquí también. Esto se trata de investigar. ¿Te puedo subir? No. Yo creo que no. Coche aquí aparcado. No hay nada. Ahí abajo. No. ¿Qué? Ajá, un pincel.
This isn't what we're looking
Claro, un pincel, pues vale. Aquí brilla algo. Un cigarro.
for. Junk.
Nada de nada. Aquí los contenedores. Ajá, vale ahí. Hay sangre, manchas de sangre, no
Shooter
vista.
put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Vale, aquí parece que lo mataron. Personas, pistas, lugares. Personas. Scott Payton, sospechoso. Detective. Floyd Rose, Scott Plumson. ¿Este quién es? La víctima es un varón negro, disparado 2 veces a bocajarro. Vale, esta es la víctima. Sospechoso no hay. Hombre blanco alto descrito por el testigo. Detective Flo es mi compañero. O el primero en el escenario del tiroteo. Este es el que estaba antes, ¿eh? el que vimos antes. Revisaron las pruebas, solamente tenemos manchas de sangre. Otras manchas de sangre en el suelo del callejón junto al portal. Vale. Cerramos. Cerramos. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? Ahí se veía la pistola, ¿cierto?
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Hay que subir a la azotea esta que está aquí. El juego va a 60 FPS, pero uff, no cuesta girar, ¿eh? A ver cómo subimos, pues ahora te lo digo, espérate. Hay que correrlo un poco, ahí la botella, no me interesa. ¿Qué?
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
La botella, no me interesa la botella. Vale. Pues para aquí poner el tubo. La pistola pues estará, ahí está. Aquí está la pistola.
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. Two rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Vale.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
O sea que supuestamente ya he encontrado todas las pistas. Abre la libreta. Pistas. Tenemos las manchas de sangre y tenemos el revólver. El número de serie tal y con 2 disparos. Ok. De todas formas, vamos a seguir a ver si hay
We
más
have the
pistas.
gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Ah. Parece que hay que ir a la armería. Pues. A preguntar para preguntar de quién es el arma, claro. Pues de momento.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig. No harm in doing some digging.
The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
Aquí nada.
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the
Bueno,
captain's
quiero
foot up my
asegurarme que no
ass.
haya más
It'll be
pistas por
fine,
aquí,
Ralph.
¿sabes?
You worry too much.
Yo creo que no. Porque no me tiembla nada ni nada el mando. Y se escucha la música, o sea que... Por cierto, por aquí podemos subir. La escalera
Wake
esta.
up, Cole.
Espera, espera. Sí que se puede. Yo creo que no hay nada, pero bueno. Aquí nada. Nada. Y por aquí. Nada. Ok. Pues nada. Vamos para abajo. Nos vamos de aquí. Va. Pues... Espérate, tenemos que... lugares. Aquí te marca ya... Armería. Lugar de ventas de armas y munición del centro. Fijar como destino. Ok. Y la flechita esa amarilla es el sitio. Pues vale, vamos en coche. Vamos al lío. Vaya control tiene el coche, ¿eh? Joder. Con la sirena. Izquierda. Por aquí. Joder, chaval. Pulse aquí para... No sé. Dicho.
Take the next right turn.
Ah, vale, para que te indique... Sí, pero mientras que lo leo y todo, pues... Está el sol medio, Izquierda. La sensibilidad que tiene es increíble el coche. A ver, pues parece que es... A ver. Espera. Aquí enfrente, ¿no? Pero esto es una tienda de licor. Ah, vale, que al lado.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available in special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Pulsar L para leer anotaciones y la A para seleccionar. Joder, pues anda que no hay ninguno. A ver, aquí. Espérate. Vamos a leer un poco esto. Objetos del caso. No sé. Vale, aquí nada. Aquí no dice nada. Intuición, lugar de pistas. Revólver aquí. Modelo 27, niquelado con cacha, pérdida número S71, modelo 27. S71893, modelo 27. A ver. Modelo 27. A ver. Este parece aquí un modelo 27, 21. Aquí hay otro, modelo 27. ¿No o qué? A ver, a ver. Buah, chaval. Modelo 27, pues este. A ver aquí. Yo diría que esta. O sea, Wright Taylor este. O este.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
O sea que... Las pistas. Aquí no me marca cómo se llamaba el tío. Este, Errol Schroeder. Dueño del arma y sospechoso de asesinato. Vale. Errol. Vamos a darle ahí. Errol. ¿Nos vamos?
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Pues ahora tenemos que ir. Espera, espera. Lugares. Apartamento de Shure este. Está detrás, ¿no? El mapa es un poco pequeño. Yo podría poner el mapa un poco más grande. Y a la derecha.
It's the next right.
Esta flecha.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
Conducir y leer a la vez como que es difícil, ¿eh? Sobre todo porque el control del coche es una porquería.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full.
Tenemos una pistola, vamos a ver qué nos cuenta, porque la pistola sí, claro, tenemos la pistola y el dueño, no sabemos quién es, pero tampoco te quiero decir que sea él, que ha sido él. Habrá que ver qué nos cuenta. Parece que es por aquí, ¿eh? Aquí. Apartamento de Schroeder. El coche lo tenemos aquí. Pues hombre. Presiona un buzón para descubrir el número de apartamento del sospechoso. Schroeder, segundo, ¿no? Apartamento 2. Ok. ¿Este cuál es? ¿El 1? Ese es el 1. Y este es el 3. El 2. Vamos allá.
What do you guys want? I'm Officer Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer.
Como que tiene un arma en un cao.
What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Toma. Hostias. Hostias.
You ready, tough guy?
What?
Ralph,
no está mal.
You all right? I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
La libreta. Con una serie de números.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Floyd Rose.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Tampoco nos ha dado tiempo a investigar mucho. La libreta y poco más, ¿no? Estas son imágenes de él, ¿no? De antepasadas, ¿no? Phelps. Sí, porque antes era un soldado, ¿no? Por lo visto, ¿no? Estuvo en la guerra y tal.
Fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Cool.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy?
Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Verde.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Armado y peligroso.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no city on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan.
Me parece que
15 West 3rd Street.
tiroteo.
Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Pues hay que ir a un tiroteo, ¿no? Reduce a los sospechosos. O sea que aquí va a haber manteca. Mantequita ahora buena. Derecha. Aquí. Quieto, quieto. Un Landstar. Tiene pinta de Gatcher. Pulsar para abrir maletero. Ya le aventó por mí. Y ahora. Tapín. Chaval. Ante el pulsador para apuntar. Un sospechoso pulsador para apuntar. ¿Para cargar qué? ¿No hace falta cargar? ¿Dónde está? Vale, vale. Este es otro. No, no, no lo tiene. Cógela. Pulsa para cubrirte. Vale, vale. Salte. Los controles, tú sabes, ¿eh?
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
¿Qué? Vale, vale. Ah, no, no. ¿Qué? Que está arriba y otro. Arriba y uno. No la tira, amigo. Fuerte. Joder. Coño. Ahí la lleva, amigo.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a sedation. So I guess
it's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Ya está. Un poco que investigar, ¿no? Sí, esto será como un tutorial, ¿no? Para que aprenda a disparar.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future.
Thinking of
No te
taking
va
on a
contando la
company of
vida,
the
¿no?
Emperor's finest
Del
single-handed?
personaje.
you don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and
Órdenes
Jack Kelso.
pendientes.
With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers!
Vamos, vamos.
LAPD!
Persigue al sospechoso.
Why, you watch it! He's hiding in the alley!
Joder, para que coge mucho.
Hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, son! Watch your
Por
fire!
favor, que sea el más rápido del mundo. Oh, ¿dónde va? ¿Dónde va? Que se ha ido.
Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Buah, ¿dónde está? Ahí, ahí. Vamos, vamos, cógelo, píllalo.
I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers!
You assholes already screwed me once.
Joder, como corre, ¿no?
Give it up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Uf, quietos.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Aquí pelea. Chuf. Toma.
Give it up, Wendell!
Vamos. Vamos. Ya te digo que los controles tampoco que sean. Ya, todavía no.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Joder. Pues el pavo corría que no veas, más que yo. ¿no?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an of the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Eso que es un poco rebelde, ¿eh? Sin garantía.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, that get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be more cool.
Oh, te se lo han cargado.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
All these cars?
Los imbéciles de homicidio. A ver cómo se quieren aquí, ¿no? Peina el escenario del crimen. A ver. Objetivo del caso. Peina el escenario del crimen, ¿no? Patrullaba a pie por Gran Avenida. A las 2 de la tarde oí tiros y los gritos de una mujer. Parece que se trata de un tiroteo frente a calzados Numbush en West 7th Street. Para la víctima ya es tarde, pero viene el refuerzo de uniforme para controlar el escenario y a los posibles testigos. Vale. Pues nada, vamos a buscar pistas. A ver.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Aquí hay que seleccionar, ¿no? Distintas partes del cuerpo. Ok. La cabeza. Nada. Ok. El brazo izquierdo. Nada. Brazo derecho. Nada. Arriba. A ver. Aquí.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Ni nada. El brazo no, el brazo ya está examinado. Ahí. Galleta. Banco Arcadia, nombre galleta. Galeta, no será. Vendiente de perla, apareció de qué, impuesto cero total. Este tío debía de dinero. Pago realizado. Fecha y número de recibo, cantidad, saldos recibidos por. Número de resguardo. Si la mercancía no se paga por completo, se recuerda, volverá a abogarse en la venta. A no ser que realice algún acuerdo especial.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Número de resguardo, el 017. Vale. O sea que este tío debía dinero. Tenía que pagar unas perlas. Por lo que se ve. Aquí ya poco. Nada. Ok. Pues a ver.
We should make sure we check the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Pizza. Tiroteo mortal en la calle, un fallecido. En calzado Plan 2. Recuerdo de plazos. Recuerdo de unos pendientes del Bank of Arcadia.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta.
Galleta, a ver.
Clovis. Galleta.
Galleta. Ni galet, ni nada, galleta. Relato del testigo. De momento poco. ¿No ha dicho nada?
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Si quieres que el testigo miente y tienes pruebas, selecciona mentira. No sé qué. Pulsa I para acusar al testigo de mentir. Duda, dice la verdad. Duda.
Having a hard time
Ay,
believing that,
incorrecta,
young
coño.
lady.
Me cuesta mucho
Want me to
creerlo,
take you to a
jovencita.
police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
Joder.
A man is dead, Miss Scaletta, and
Yeah,
it's a criminal
police
offense to lie to a police officer. I would take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must. But I won't say another word to you.
Joder. Pero es que tampoco le he dicho que miente. He dudado. O sea que... Ni siquiera le he dicho que miente, cabrón. En fin.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
No. La verdad es que no. La puerta. ¿Puedo entrar? No. Pues poco más, ¿no? Deja hablar con ella, claro. Está enfadada, claro. Y por aquí no hay más pistas tampoco. En la basura. Ajá. Una pistola. Hostias.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all. FN Browning, serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. Girl saw it all, but she clammed up on it. You can trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Pensé que la numería que no son. Hay que marcarla. Ahí. Pues bueno. Pista. ¿Dónde? Casquillos.
Shell cases.
Casquillos del 32. Aquí hay que investigar más cosas, tío. No nos podemos ir porque sí. Aquí hay algo. No. Se supone que hasta aquí, ¿no? Espera, amigo. Espérate porque... Vale. Nada más. Yo creo que no. Esta tía que no me ha dado opción a interrogarla, a decirle nada. O sea que nada. Ahora sí, vamos. A la armería. Vamos, compi.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long
Joder, pero es que han dicho
Since
cosas que yo no he
you're
dicho.
the expert,
Yo
you
no
got
le
the
dije
murder
de
You shouldn't
que
dole it
fuese
out if you
mentira.
can't take it, Phelps.
Solamente
She was a
puse
looker,
que estaba,
though. Tell me I'm
que
wrong.
tenía
No
dudas.
wonder you're suddenly so
Que
obsessed
estaba
with
dudando.
bedside manner.
Que la tía se la tomaba ahí que no vea. No sé si te la ha hecho posta para que te equivocase o no sé. Yo no lo veo lógico, de luego. Bueno, llegamos aquí, ¿no? Por aquí es. aquí. El mismo sitio que la otra vez, ¿no? No, este es otro. Este es otro. ¿O es el mismo? No, este es otro. A ver.
Officer.
¿Qué puedo
What can I do
servirle?
you for?
Espera. Espérate, amigo. Pistas. ¿Cómo era la pistola? Pistola FN Browning. FN del modelo del 1922, número de serie 01138. FN Browning.
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah.
Hello?
Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Pero pues está claro, ¿no? El pavo trabaja en una joyería. El otro debía dinero de una joya. Yo creo que está la cosa clara. Así que... A ver. Lugares. Joyería Hartfield. Fijar. Vamos a leer. Yo creo que es blanco en botella, pero bueno. A ver qué pasa. Porque si un pavo es... Joder. Si un pavo debe dinero y el otro trabaja que debe dinero de la joya y el otro trabaja en una joyería, pues... por aquí. Interroga a Edgar Kalu. ¿Qué pista tenemos? Tiroteo, resguardo a plazo. La pistola. Los casquillos. Y la arma homicida revisada por el dueño de la armería. Ok. A ver.
Officer,
Hay que fijarse bien
can I interest you in a new watch?
en las expresiones. Hay que fijarse muy
Officer
bien.
Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Este pavo. Sale corriendo. Sale corriendo.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole,
Sale
go!
corriendo, amigo. Ya ves. Era blanco embotellado.
Kalu, get back here!
Vamos a ver si me la juega el control, tío.
I love these waiting. Everyone's a dog.
Vamos para apuntar. Es que me lo carga, ¿ves?
Too late, Kalu!
Vamos que lo coge, que lo coge. Vamos que lo coge, que lo coge. Vamos. Joder.
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
Dios. No corre, ¿no? ¿A que le disparo? No corre mucho, el nota corre muy poco. Bueno, ahora. Venga, venga. Joder, a otro lado,
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Bueno. Caso
The case that
cerrado.
makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your
Es que no quería dispararle,
The
tío.
case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
Este es el superior, este es el...
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting
sheriff, o como se llama.
Yes, sir. Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the
Comisario.
sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation.
Vamos a ver.
It takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Es que claro, es que mientras lee,
Yes, sir.
no le puedes mirar la cara.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Hay que darle un par de cates, ¿eh?
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps.
A ver,
This
si
is your
confiesa.
chance. Don't fail me.
Claro, mientras habla hay que mirarle la cara. Y si le mira la cara, pues no le puede...
Has my lawyer
Pero
arrived yet? I want to see my
que este
lawyer.
tío es culpable.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Este tío está claro. Revisamos la prueba. El tiroteo. Mortal fallecido, resguardo. El resguardo de la joya, de la eso. La pistola. Los casquillos del 32. Y este hombre porque dice de que es un arma suya. Vale. A ver. Empecemos. Tiroteo.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
¿Y ahora qué tengo que hacer? Joder, no.
Mr. Kalu, make this easy
Es que
on yourself.
si
Get
no
it
me da
off your
tiempo,
conscience.
tío. Me joda, esto yo ya lo guardo. Me joda, ¿se puede cargar la partida? Coño, si es que le daba la A para que siguiese la escena y...
You think I'm stupid? You think I'll just do whatever you want because you're a nice guy? I just gotta keep my mouth shut.
La primicia, mira, hombre. Cojones, con las trampas. Ya que empieza nuevo todo, ¿qué?
There's the case that makes you.
Empecé otra vez
Gives you that leg up.
desde cero,
Gets you
tío.
recognized as the shining new star.
¿Qué cojones, tío? Le he dado la A para que avance y ha seleccionado la respuesta que me ha salido de los huevos.
The get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file.
Eso no es justo, cabrón.
This could be the one.
Te parte todo el huevo, cabrón. Hombre, quita esto ya. Vamos a hacerlo rápido, hombre.
LAPD, could you
Y
stand
ahora puedo
clear of the body,
intentárselo bien con la pava esta.
Has anyone called an ambulance?
A ver qué dice.
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's
Vaya
dead.
tela, ahí.
Okay, stand further
Por
back
culpa
and
del
move
puto
along.
juego,
It's
ahora
your
se queda
choice,
bugueado.
but make it quick, people.
Pues como siga ahí, vamos.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat
Te lo estoy quitando.
Okay.
Venga, cabrones.
You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
I swear, this sounds
Venga, va.
Daylight.
Rapidito,
Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
rapidito. En la cabeza
Everybody stay back. Let
no
us
veo
do our
nada.
job.
Voy a ir directamente al meollo. Aquí. La otra. Este, tal y cual. Vale.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Venga, va. La pistola que estaba aquí.
FN Browning, serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
A ver, la pava esta.
Can I?
Habla.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting.
No lo puedo pasar, ¿eh?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Venga, coño. Sí, venga.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Dice la verdad. Venga, ¿y ahora qué hacemos? Como le dé aquí ¿a dónde le doy? Pulsa ahí para acusar al testigo de mentir. Me está diciendo que acuse, que la acuse directamente.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
No me da
There's
opción, ¿no?
nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start
O sea que
yelling at
esta
each
salida
other.
con Calo.
Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Posible sospechoso, datos de tiroteo.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Dice la verdad. Dice la verdad. Pulsa X para considerar la declaración dudosa. O sea que me está obligando a dudar.
Angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Joder, pues hay que estar atento, ¿eh? A las expresiones de la gente. Pulsar para seleccionar.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Vale, en verdad, ¿eh? Pulsar para aceptar la declaración como cierta. De verdad.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
There was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Joder, pues,
Thank you for your help, man. Been very
va a ser
brave.
difícil, acertarlas
We'll need you to
todas,
make a formal statement about what happened, Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Vale. Pues esta da por... Esta directamente acusa a Kalou y en fin.
We have the murder weapon. And the murder. Girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking.
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Pues esto cambia la cosa. Esto hay que ir directamente a por el pavo y a cogerlo. Y a trincarlo. A la joyería. Espérate, ¿a dónde hay que ir? A la armería no, ¿para qué, no? Directamente a la joyería, ¿no? Espérate. Peña se ve que investiga la joyería, ¿verdad? La armería no, porque ya sabemos ya de que el arma es del pavo este. No, suelta. Vamos. Por lo menos servido, ¿no? Para saber las dos versiones, ¿no? De si te equivocas y si no te equivocas. Vamos. Guau, para que doble, chaval. Para que doble el coche. Nada, no me debe pasar. Nada. La música, pero un momentito. La música se puede bajar un poco, ¿no? Para que no vea. Está quedando sordo. ¿Cómo tarda, tío? La Virgen. Aquí. Pues aquí ir a por el pavo, sin preguntar y sin nada. Interrogar, tío.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalou?
No. Mr.
Vale,
Kalou is
se
out
hace
back.
loco.
He said he'd lie down.
Sí.
I'll buzz him for you.
Sí. Vale, vete, venga. Vamos.
Son of a bitch!
Vamos.
Go!
Esta escena hay que hacerla sí o sí. Para apuntar. O sea, me está diciendo que le pega un tiro. Caso fallido. Entonces. Sí, pero si me ha dicho que le apunte, que dispare. ¿Qué cojones, tío?
Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalou?
No. Mr. Kalou
Pero si
is
dice
out
que le
back.
apunte, que
He said
dispare.
he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
¿Qué cojones, tío? Pues que no se lee, ¿no?
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Mantén pulsado R y L para correr, vale.
Kalou, get back
Mantén
here!
pulsado LT y usa para apuntar. ¿Y qué? ¿Para qué? Vale eso. Para apuntar pero sin disparar, ¿no? Está diciendo. ¿Y eso para qué vale? ¿Y eso para qué vale? Vamos. Vamos, pero con la chiquilla.
Don't make it worse, Kalou!
Esto está hecho para que pase, para que haya el accidente ahí, él no te separe y llegue después y los pose. Está hecho así.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you.
Por lo visto era que disparara, ¿no? Al aire y no te se asustara y se parara, no sé.
The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the
No,
what-ifs,
no tiene sentido,
might
¿no?
have beens, the half-leagues,
Que te diga que apunte.
the case that
Apunta
other cops
sí,
murmur
¿qué
about
haces después?
whenever you walk past.
Venga, va. Hay que interrogarte.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer
Hay que
can't
tener
help you,
7 ojos.
Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Aquí hay que tener 7 ojos.
You followed Everett Gage.
Y cuidado con los
back to the
controles.
shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
A ver, ahora se queda aquí para la cosa. Bueno, aquí no puedo hacer nada. En la libreta, esto no puedo hacer nada. Intuición. LB. Si usa con cuidado tu intuición, progresarás en las entrevistas en el interrogador. El 99% de los jugadores eligieron la respuesta correcta después de usar un punto de intuición en esta pregunta. Preguntar a la comunidad. Consulta más información de la comunidad y se conoce funciona. 5 vehículos ocultos. ¿Tú qué coño, De esto no me acuerdo yo, tú. Eliminar una respuesta. Preguntar a la comunidad. Esto es por si lo quiero usar, ¿no? Pero si no lo quiero usar, pues no lo uso. O sea, le tengo que decir verdad, duda, mentira. Yo digo que mentira. Mentira. Mentira.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
No puedo demostrarlo, dice. Pues... lo puedo demostrar... Estoy leyendo lo que dice. Vale. Pues tengo la prueba más clara, yo creo que es la pistola. La pistola y lo que dijo la dependiente. Declara que Caló mató a Everett. Yo creo que va a ser este.
We know all about the argument.
Esa era.
Miss Goleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Posible móvil religioso.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Por odio racial entre Caló y Gage. Podría decir que es mentira.
You're lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money. He owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No sé de qué me habláis.
I'm done with
Ah!
you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth
Fallado,
shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Ah! Era la otra, era el resguardo, tío.
Disappoint me, Coldfellows.
Ahí
Get
la
back
vale,
in
vale.
there and raise some lunch, boy. I need a confession.
Uf, vaya bronca.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Vale.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Se reinicia, ¿no? Lo que... Esto, ¿no? La entrevista esta, ¿eh?
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the argument. Miss Goleta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Posible móvil religioso.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom
Y aquí
Kippur,
hay que
Mr. Cohen?
enseñar
Yeah,
la...
let's change the subject, you going motherfucker.
Hay que enseñar
I'm a
el
baseball.
resguardo.
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Odiaba a los judíos. Les recuerda Plaza aquí no me dice nada. Uf. Es que es este, tío. Es que es este. Es que este no puede ser. El resguardo. Es que me está hablando sobre el motivo religioso. Puf. A ver. Preguntar a la comunidad. Duda.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that Stuck Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
He acertado porque he usado la pregunta del público, como quien dice.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It isn't
Bueno,
just
que
Officer Phelps.
tampoco tenía una prueba.
Yes, sir.
Then let me
clara.
have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Vale, todo ok, ¿no? Tu trabajo te ha valido para un ascenso. Prepárate para el traslado. Vale. Es difícil, parece fácil, pero de fácil no tiene nada, ¿eh? Hay que estar muy fino para elegir la respuesta correcta.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
Estás en tráfico.
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
O sea, pasamos a
That's what all the
tráfico.
fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps.
Wysocki.
Go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Huh. He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Are they all dressed like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder.
O sea que ya somos oficialmente detectives, ¿no?
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Antes éramos policías y ahora somos
Phelps is one
detectives.
of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Polaquillo.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys? Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. You okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can
No.
find out. Come on, Phelps.
Pero eso ya lo vamos a ver para el siguiente capítulo. ¿eh?
Thing was, he was a really nice
Investiga la estación de P. Coche abandonado. Pista. Vamos a salir de aquí.
Come to California.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes. What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Y si entro por aquí, ¿qué? ¿No me dice algo?
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
Me sigue, ¿eh?
This guy's got a screw loose.
Ah, ese no hay ahora. Pensaba que era este, el polaco.
Any more than staying in the garage makes you
O no es.
I want to make homicide.
¿Dónde está el polaco, ahora? ¿Dónde está aquí? Sure. Vamos. Deja ya el agua, hombre.
Phelps, there's a crime happening somewhere. Go find it.
Joder, esto es grande, ¿eh?
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop.
Joder.
Morning, ladies.
Pero la salida está por aquí. ¿No? Sí, está
I
ahí.
swear, this town is going
Sí.
straight to hell.
Ah, que ya estoy ya sentado y tal, colega. Pues ya, a ver. El juego está a 60 FPS, pero vamos, perdón la impresión de que está a 30. De verdad, de verdad. Bueno, pues nada. Pues lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Ya lo hemos catado, el juego un poco. Va a ser difícil. La verdad que va a ser difícil, ¿no? Bravo. Yo creo que cogiéndole un poco el truco, pues se irá haciendo más fácil. Y nada. Aquí lo vamos a dejar. Los gráficos no están malotes para el tiempo que tiene, ¿eh? el juego. Están un poco vacíos, ¿no? Y tal, pero no está mal del todo. Por lo menos se siente vivo lo que es el escenario. Bueno. Pues nada, pues hasta aquí. Mañana más y mejor.